So today we're going to be making a spiral cage for this citrine right here. This citrine measures out to about 3/4 of an inch. And then we're going to start with a 16 gauge copper wire at a foot. Or we'll keep it just beyond a foot long. I have this mandrel because I usually like to harden the metals at the end. So we'll put that to the side. We'll save it to the end, as well as the hammer. You can just use any round nose plier. I'll be using this. This has different size rounds. I also have a flat plier. Make sure there's no ridges on the plier. And then I like to use this smaller plier to get everything kind of tight. And then wire cutters. Okay. So, a little secret about me, my hands sweat. So, usually I will use gloves so I can grip the metal. I like all my wires to be nice, neat, and tight. So I'm going to go ahead and put the gloves on. You don't need the gloves. The gloves are not mandatory. I'm just a special case. So we're going to take the end of our wire. You can either use these pliers or you can use a round nose plier. I'm going to use this because I want it to be really, really tight. So you start with a circle and then you try to get it as tight as possible. And then you can grab your flat pliers. And then what you want to do, you want to get it all the way back at the back of the plier. And then you just want to start to bring it around. We're just trying to make a really big circle. So if you can see that. Okay, so we want to go about halfway and then we want to flip. Now make sure your wire is facing this way. Keep the circle down facing you. And then we're going to start this opposite side. We're going to go ahead and give it a bend down. So this is what it should look like. Bend it down. This is probably about maybe a little bit over an inch. And then you want to start your next twist opposite of your first. Once again, you want to make sure it's nice and tight. Okay? Make sure those circles are tight. So you're going to bring it almost all the way to. So this is what it should look like. Then you have that point. Okay. You're You put your pliers down at this point. Kind of just bring it in with your hands. A little bit more. So this should be kind of like a figure 8. So like I mentioned, I like to harden my metals. Not everybody hardens it. Some people just keep it just in a soft metal. Just a couple of hits. To me, this just ensures that it will hold a little bit better. So now you can just find a pin. I feel like that's the easiest way to kind of push this out. So you're going to push it out a bit. Take your flat. So see how it comes out. You know, and you can do it to your liking. But we want to make sure that the stone can kind of fit in there. So if we have to bring it out just a little bit, we can. Okay. All right, so we can try to get about half of our stone in there. If it doesn't fit, just open it up just a little bit. So we got about half of it in. Put your stone to the side. Go ahead and push the other side. So at this point, you want to be pushing both of the sides down in the same direction, because in a moment we're going to flip it and this is going to become the top of it. Okay, so right now it's about the same size. So let's check the stone again. So just put your thumb there and just begin to close your stone into the cage. So that's what we have so far. We can take one of our pliers, just move our center wires a little closer. If there's a little bit more space on your ends, you can just put it down on the table, push it down. And then push that bottom position into place. So this is what we have right now. Nice little cage. Stone is secure. So I know you guys are wondering, what's that for? Okay, so now I'll take my round pliers. And I think I'm going to go for maybe this. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, the 4th size down. But you can definitely do it to whichever size your necklace happens to be. So right now I have that, and I take my pliers and I bend it back a little bit, kind of creating a bit of a question mark. And then you can take one of the smaller settings and kind of close it up a little bit more. The top is your preference. However you see fit to make the top. And once again, I hammer because I like the metal to be a little harder. And there you have it. A simple wire cage for a tumbled stone.